There's one less person to make these videos for back home, and she will be missed. But I have a big family, and a lot of them said they miss seeing the adventures and struggles I find myself in. So, I'm going to keep making these videos, even though it sometimes aggravates Brandon because of the number of hours it requires. It may seem like wasted hours, but these videos I can look back on again and again and enjoy. I started making these videos last year for 2 reasons. 1, to get my dad computer literate, and 2, so that he can live vicariously through my adventures. I don't think I'll be able to do one a week anymore, but this is what August looked like. Some extremely generous friends we met here in Norfolk gave us their old dinghy and outboard after Brandon fixed their muffler. So when Brandon's day off rolled around, we took her out for a spin to see what needed repaired.
Hasn't ran in 4 years. That was one of the things I've been meaning to check. So I want to call it quits because of that. I don't like it. It's just a dribble. I haven't checked it. It's cheap. I don't want to ruin a good at least $500 motor to replace it. So don't be dumb, man. Don't be dumb. Play it safe.
I still got those grease flames up my nose. I was gonna make a hash brown. I didn't even get it in yet. I just turned on the stove. Our buddy Josh, who always has helpful advice for us noobs, was awesome enough to help us with our smile one day. But I got so excited that I forgot that I had just started heating up a pan to cook a hash brown. I was lucky I didn't burn down the whole boat before I remembered what I was doing. Well, I finished sanding, and we've even fiberglassed our smile. Now I'm just filling in all the holes from all the blisters with this 3-part epoxy resin filler compound, and I'm hoping that we have enough. We had 1 part hardener and 2 parts of this epoxy resin. I'm by no means an expert at fillers, and there are tons of videos on YouTube from experts, so I would not take my advice on how to do things. This is basically just updating you on how we're coming along on our process. It is a voyage. So I've basically been eyeballing it, and you kind of want your mixture to look like peanut butter, so that it sticks nice and thick in your holes. But yeah. So that's what that looks like. And Brandon doesn't want me to do these videos anymore. They're so time consuming. Hey there! So I just finished applying the first coat of barrier paint to our bottom. And this 1 can of this 2-part epoxy resin was just barely enough for 1 coat. So I think we're going to have to invest in a 2nd can. There were a few spots that I'm going to have to come back over and fill later because we didn't have enough filler compound. But I've put up a tape line to mark out our water line. Yeah, that's where we're at. I think it looks alright for a newbie. I don't know. moving on to the last step of doing the bottom job, because I finally learned how to move these stilts, at least the basics of it, and now I can stand underneath these pads. That just leaves the rudder and building an electric engine, which is no small feat. Brandon also wants to make his own invention of a propeller.
Be cool. Say it ain't so. Your drug is a life taker.
Aren't you cool? Like this
Say
Bentley.
it ain't so. Your love is a
What do you think?
life maker.
What are you doing?
Daddy, I write you in spite of years of silence. Found Jesus. His photo.
Hard to break.
The heating element for the bed is supposed to have more room for the wire behind it to travel forward and backward. So as we were doing this large cramp, it was cramming the wire up against the wall over and over. Probably need it.
So Babe's trying to upgrade my computer for me. He bought me a new CPU. It's a i5. I'm at an i3 right now, and an i5 is the highest that my laptop can take. And geez, he's got my laptop taken all apart.
All apart!
I'm almost like panicked. I don't know.
Turn around, stop. The hard part is going to be, you take it all the way apart, the processor is still soldered in, and you can't actually remove it. For the hard disk, actually, I can just undo it from the plastic here. Now that's the heatsink tube. Turn that screw right here, and the socket will pop off of there. And then we undo those 4 screws, get the heatsink out of the way. And the new processor here will go on. And our hearts will go on. YouTube.
Hopefully with this new CPU and the new RAM, I won't have that awful buffering problem anymore.
It'll make editing videos much easier.
Yeah, that's the cheap way to do it too. That was what, 30? How much were they?
30 for one, maybe 35 for the other.
Sweet deal.
I've not seen these new hard drive connectors yet, so this is kind of an excitement for me too.
If you don't have a screwdriver, you can always use a knife.
That's not a knife!
That's not a knife. I knew you were going to say that.
There's 2 pins missing.
That's the old one, huh? It looks exactly the same.
But the numbers on it are different. So there's 2 pins that are missing on that back side. Ta-da! It's in. Now, I want to make sure I get enough silicone to cover this. I'm going to scrape some off this old one and transfer it over. This right here is thermal paste. It enables heat transfer onto the heat sink.
Oh. I tried and tried with every tool I could find, but I couldn't get it loose.
Yeah, that's the right tool that I've been looking for all along.
Looks like a caveman would do it.
They say you should wipe your surface off really well with acetone, but I found that fingernail polish works a lot better, and it's a lot cheaper. You probably won't take my word for it, but you should just try it. It really stretches a lot further. I've just mixed up a little bit of barrier protection
And since it's such a small area that I'm doing this time, I just purchased this cheap little $1 paint set. And I mixed my barrier paint. It says to do it in a 4:1 ratio.
What you doing there, Beverly?
Painting a logo